Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's JJ. Today we're coming back with a video talking about basically crypto nodes which you can possibly earn like some passive income from as low as 4% to like as low as 0% all the way to as high as 30%. And of course over here there's like type of nodes that you can run, and of course from there you can understand much more what is this product all about, which I'm gonna basically do an introduction with you guys. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course before we jump into it, I'd like to introduce you to my Discord and Telegram, which is linked down below. Just click on the video description, open description, and you will be able to be directed to this page. And over here you can, if you're on Discord itself, you want to read the rules and verification, and of course click on the thumbs up to basically access all the channel over here. And of course if you guys are interested in, basically just thumbs up over here on the video as well, and after that from there you can basically have all the channel released to you. So on announcement itself, I really like stand out, like basically for this itself I'm trying to basically promote this Avado thingy itself, basically a crypto node software and hardware basically is done by Avado. And of course they are sending me a machine, and of course I am going to basically tell you much more in this video itself. And of course if you are interested in the video, kindly hit the thumbs up as well. And after that, right now we're gonna jump into the topic: why should you run your own run your own nodes? Alright, so for if you go and type in Google itself, running crypto node, and after that from here it's going to tell you running a Bitcoin node allows user to interact with the Bitcoin network more privately and securely. So for here, this over here is for you guys to understand that if let's say you're interested in running your own nodes like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and after that depending on which chain you're interacting with, you can definitely run the node. And of course running a node itself, it is a non-incentivized nodes. Basically you are not getting paid or whatsoever. It's just for your own personal use to basically interact with the blockchain more privately and securely. Because right now if let's say we are going to talk about the nodes itself, we are always connected to some third party slash some nodes provider that is already running a node itself, and from there they are lending you the data for you to basically send items, and of course receive items, and of course read on the blockchain. So this kind of third party itself, you are just using them. And after from there, if let's say they decided to do something malicious, or let's say they try to basically cover up some stuff itself, you will not be able to see that because they choose to do it. And after that over here, if let's say you run your own nodes itself, everything is to you, and after that from there you have all the full data. And of course running your own nodes itself, some nodes itself, they incentivize you. Like if you want to talk about the Ethereum 2.0, basically you stake Ethereum 2.0, and from there you can basically generate passive income from 4.8% all the way to basically like 30% depending on which nodes that you want to run on. And of course I would say it's a very interesting thing. And of course these nodes itself, I was thinking very long if let's say I want to get this Avado node or not, because my house does not have lots of space. And of course I would say that I have not gotten my own house, and after that from there I would say putting a lot of stuff around my house is kind of like cluttering stuff. And of course I would say at the end of the day I still decided to get one. And of course we're going to talk about what is this Avado node all about. Alright, so over here for those who are trying to run your own nodes itself, I believe that this is some of you guys have researched about that. And after that from there you can run from using a Raspberry Pi, as low as a Raspberry Pi, if not using an Intel like i7 hardcore CPU. And of course from there you want to basically get a good GPU as well to basically process everything, and of course a large huge RAM to basically process all the thing. And after that basically there's a lot of technical stuff that you need to basically understand, basically to building your own PC all the way to installing the software. So over here on Avado itself, they are trying to make things very simple for you guys. Just purchase the machine. It is a CPU. I would say this is a computer, and after that from there it is installed with this Avado software, their own operating system. And of course this operating system itself can it's basically your plug and play blockchain computer. I would say get this machine that is if you want to talk about the size, it is as good as a router. So the size is around like a router size, and after that from there you can just plug it onto the network, and after that from there you can control it, and you can install whatever software that they already built on their DApp stores. And after that from there you can run the run your nodes slash master nodes if let's say you guys are interested in that. So we're here to things basically to get things clear itself, we have to understand that this software itself, yes, you can run it, and of course I would say you will need to have a little bit of money to basically generate more money, because nothing comes for free, to be honest. And after I would say, first of all, the hardware itself is going to cost you from 1,200 US all the way to 3,000 or even 4,000 depending on where you're located at. And of course I would say I'd rather buy this machine rather than go onto Amazon or eBay to basically search for the computer parts itself. And of course basically I would say that I'm not that tech savvy. I do not know how to basically, I know how to basically like unplug and after that like upgrade my own component on the PC, but of course I'm not that confident yet to build my own PC. Therefore I am not like building my own PC to basically run a node itself. And I would say, why do I like want to talk about this Avado so much? Because it is the software that they have to basically let you just, it's just a plug and play, and after that from there just go to the D App Store to basically install some stuff and you can start running your nodes. And I would say that it is totally very awesome. No technical or much skill needed. I would say just a little bit of fundamental scratch knowledge, you can basically get a node running and generate passive income. Right, so now we're going to basically jump into the type of nodes that Avado is offering. So I would say on the their OS itself, they have inbuilt like this Avado like the app store itself, and after that from there you can basically choose the application that is already like installed onto their hardware, I mean on their software itself, and you can just basically click on the details and install on the interface. I do not have the Avado hardware yet, therefore I can't show you guys the back end and everything, but of course definitely if you want to, click on the subscribe and turn on the post notification, and of course my next video you will definitely see what is going on the back end, very basically full transparency. So here I would say on the Avado D app itself, the I would say the flagship slash the product that they are proud of is basically the Ethereum 2.0 staking. You can run your own Ethereum nodes over there. You can do the Ethereum 2.0 and after that generate passive income as low as I would say 4.85% or something like that. So this is the calculator. Yep, you can run a node, run a validator with around 5%, and after that from there you can basically run the AVAX, basically the avalanche staking the nodes itself. If let's say you're interested, just have a minimum stake of 2,000. So over here you have to clarify that some of the nodes that they are offering basically have a minimum stake. So a minimum stake itself will requires you to have the cryptocurrency to basically run the nodes itself. So for Ethereum 2.0 it is around 32 Ethereum, which is a few 100,000 if I'm not wrong, or even a few around 90,000. So some of you guys can't afford that, and of course you guys like thinking, oh, maybe I can run the AVAX nodes, but AVAX itself, one token itself is costing you around $70. So times with this is around a few $1,000s as well. So you might be thinking, what are the solution, and of course what are the lower barrier entry for you guys itself. We are going to talk on that later on. So over here they also offer this quantum staking. So there's a lot of stuff that they are running. So over here you can see avalanche node, and you might be thinking, hey, what is this staking and this node itself? So I already mentioned at the start itself, you can run a node itself to basically tap your wallet onto the node, and after that from there transact with the full privacy and of course fully secure because you run the own node. And of course I would say for this avalanche and this Bitcoin node itself, it is a non-incentivized node. Basically it's just to basically run onto the network, and after that from there providing a ledger, downloading the whole ledger, and after that from there you can have the ledger on your own copy onto your own PC on this Avado node itself, and from there you can basically use it to at your own discrepancy or whatsoever. And of course you can basically have other stuff over here. So these are all needed, and of course for running a Ethereum 2.0 itself, you need to basically download this beacon chain and of course other software in it. And over here you can see there's also another Ethereum node, and after that you will be needing this to basically install this Ethereum staking itself. So I would say that running the node itself is not really complicated, but you have to understand, you have to research on what you are going to run. So the nodes that they're offering, they also offer the Genesis chain itself to run a node, and after that many more. And of course the Hopper client itself, it is basically like a VPN I would say. And of course they also have Monero nodes, and of course Mysterium node, and many more. So they have a lot of stuff that is coming. So of course over here there's also another Tornado Cash relayer. So over here, this over here itself provides you with basically a minimum entry of 2 Ethereum, and after that from there you can generate passive income depending on who is using your Tornado relayer cash, and after that from there you can generate a little bit of fees from that. So over here we're going to talk about, am I getting this Avado node itself? So I already said that I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. Am I getting this node itself? I would say technically yes, and technically I would say yes, definitely. I have been thinking about try get this node for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks or even a month, because I came across like master nodes and everything on my past video. If you want to look know more about it, it's going to pop up above. So I've been like running some master nodes on these all nodes that I've previously done the video about, and after that from there I've been thinking like, hey, I don't want to basically rely on a third party to basically run the nodes itself. How about me running my own nodes, and it will be more secure, more cool, and after that from there I have full control of everything. So I've came across Avado, and after that from there I've been like researching about it, and of course joining the Telegram group, and of course discussing some marketing stuff with with the founder slash developer or the client affiliate manager. So I basically been speaking with them, and after that from there they came to and after they told me that how about this, we can basically ship you a Avado node itself, and from there you can basically do an unboxing, a review and everything. And of course, if let's say I manage to sell some machine itself, I can get this node for free. So if not, I can get a discounted rate. So to me itself, I would say that getting the node itself is kind of, I would say, not really expensive, but of course it is worth it. But of course, to run the channel itself for totally free, you have to understand that if I'm gonna buy this machine itself, I have to basically fork out my own money, and after that from there generate another passive income to cover this. And of course, I still have I have a family to basically feed. So I've been thinking like the offer they throw to me, I would say, is quite interesting. And of course, I would say that the offer they throw to me is basically they send me one node itself. I just need to sell 6 machines during a month itself. If let's say I manage to do that, I will get this node for free. So if you guys want to support the channel, just buy a node. If let's say you're interested in, just buy using the link down below. Not forcing you or whatsoever, it's just a way for you to support the channel. So I would say yes, I'm getting a node itself, but of course they are sponsoring me one node itself to basically do a test slash trial run. Basically this node itself, I can basically test it and run it, and after from there, if let's say I did not hit the sales, I might get this node at a discounted rate or whatsoever, who knows. But I'm hopefully that I can get this at a discounted rate, and of course I would say that it's gonna help the channel out a lot. So over here we're gonna talk about which Avado nodes that you should be am I gonna run. Right, so over here we've seen like the nodes that they are offering is basically Ethereum 2.0, Avalanche, and after that blah blah blah, barely many more. So I would say that, to be honest, if let's say the nodes that I'm going to run personally, I'm looking at the Ethereum 2.0 because this over here is very interesting, and I've been like thinking to myself, should I do it or not? Because once your Ethereum 1.0 has been sent to the Ethereum 2.0, you can't unlock the money there unless the Ethereum 2.0 is fully integrated with the Ethereum 1.0. Basically they did update, and after from there it will merge, and after that from there the funds you can start using it. So for me, I'm thinking like, hey, this 32 Ethereum itself can be like a stash slash a valve for me to stop spending my money, so I can just throw it into Ethereum 2.0 nodes. And I know that I have this Ethereum 2.0 32 Ethereum itself going to be securely on this Ethereum 2.0, generating some passive income. And of course I can't touch the money yet because it's basically controlling me not to sell it, of course. And after that, I would say the next thing that I want to basically run is basically a Genesis chain itself. This itself is quite attractive, very cheap to run. Basically you just need to have one Geno token, which is around $290 or even $300 depending on which price that you are looking at. So I would say it's around $200 plus to $500. That range itself, if let's say the price is going to bounce, I would say $200 to $300 to basically run this Genesis node. And of course, yeah, this is the node that I'm looking at. And of course, for this itself, I'm also trying to run this Tornado Cash Relayer itself. Basically you have to read up, and after that from there, yeah, it's a minimum entry of 2 Ethereum, which I would say that yes, I can do it. And after that from there, if you're asking me if I'm going to run the AVAX node itself, to be honest, 2000 AVAX itself, I do not have 2000 AVAX. I only have like 30 over AVAX, and it is far too expensive for me to run. Therefore I would say I'm not going to run the Avalanche staking itself, but I'm going to get the Ethereum 2.0 and of course the Genesis, and after that I would say Tornado Cash, and after that other like Bitcoin or whatsoever nodes itself. But of course now we're going to talk about which kind of hardware should you get for this kind of running these nodes. Alright, so over here they offer like basically 4 type of devices to basically run on your nodes itself. So to be very honest itself, the first node itself is slightly cheaper, $1,100 only. Why is that so cheap? Because you have to look at the terabyte and of course the RAM itself. It is 16GB RAM, and after it is one terabyte only. And after that, basically this node itself, you can basically sync 2 to 3 networks, basically running the nodes itself. And of course you cannot basically you can run the Quantum Ethereum Lite client, but of course you can't really stake Ethereum 2.0 with this i5 itself, I would say, because the memory size is too little. So from my understanding, for the Ethereum node itself, the 2.0 itself, it is required to have almost 2 terabyte of data storage. So I would say if let's say you buy the machine over here and after that you try to run the Ethereum 2.0 nodes itself, you can't do it because you have to basically have a larger memory size to run it. And I would say if let's say you're interested in running the Ethereum 2.0, definitely I would say that should you get an i7, or basically should you get this tier 2 or tier 3 itself, I would say go for the tier 3 one. Why is that so? Because over here we know that the Ethereum 2.0 itself, it is the network itself is almost reaching 2 terabytes. So over here it is going to be a hassle for you to do an upgrade or whatsoever in the future. So I would say just go for this 4 terabyte itself. You can have more memory spaces, and of course you can run much more nodes on it. And I understand that the price is going to be slightly different. I would say yeah, why not, man? I mean, like, is just a double, but the price itself is not a double price, but of course an increment of little bit. And of course this 19% VAT itself, you can basically choose your location and it will be gone. Yeah, basically it's over here. So this is the actual price, and of course there's no 19% if let's say you are living in Singapore or whatsoever. So I would say if let's say you are going hardcore and after that you're gonna run the Ethereum 2.0, you're gonna run the AVAX nodes, you're gonna run all the nodes that they are trying to offer to you, basically, yeah, just get the i7, and after that you can, I mean the 864, the last tier itself, you can basically run anything you want because of the memory size. The memory size is huge, and of course the RAM size you can see is 64GB, so it is the most expensive one that Avado is offering. So for my case, I'm requesting for these nodes from them, and after that from there I can basically run this, and after that we can see how it goes. When the machine comes, we are going to basically unbox together and after that explore whatever is on the back end. And of course, should you get an Avado node yourself, I would say that if let's say you are really thinking to basically start running your own nodes, your own privacy nodes or master nodes or whatever nodes that the cryptocurrency they can offer to you, I would say on Avado itself, the application, the nodes that they are offering is quite limited, to be honest. But of course I would say in the future they're going to implement other nodes itself. If let's say you are going to join the Discord or their Telegram itself, just join it, and after from there you can request the nodes to be on Avado in the future. So let's say they are going to do like a community voting or something like that, people can basically join, and after that from there suggest which kind of master node or slash nodes that they want it to be implemented. Like right now there's no like wager node that I'm running. The all nodes itself I have like XSN, and after that the stake net itself that is not offered by Avado. But of course in the future, if let's say we can contact them, and after that from there we can basically request for them to run that kind of nodes, they will definitely do something on their back end to develop and integrate the Avado software, the marketplace itself, the DApp store, to basically have the nodes that you are requesting for. So over here, which one should you get, to be honest, depending on your budget and after what kind of nodes that you are staking. So for my case, I'm getting this $2,300 one, and after that I would say that this over here is quite good. I'm gonna in the future I'm gonna stake do the Ethereum 2.0, so I would say this is sufficient. And of course, if let's say in the future, if let's say there's any cases that you like the Ethereum itself is going to cost you like maybe 4 terabyte or even 5 terabyte to run, definitely they are going to basically ask you, they are going to contact those who are owning this model itself. You can have basically have a memory size upgrade. So from there you just need to top up a little bit of cash, and after that from there they will do it in the past. I believe in the past they have done it basically a SSD upgrade or something like that. Definitely they can do it again, and of course I would say that I'm basically very excited for me to receive the notes, and after that bring you guys much more passive income stuff itself. So I would say that you can go and buy your own hardware itself, and after that from there you can integrate whatever you want. Basically make it like a beast, like I don't know, 128 gig RAM, and after that you can do like I don't know 10,000 100 terabyte SSD or something like that. You can do it, but of course the main point over here that they are selling is not the hardware itself. Honestly, it is just the software, basically the Ava OS itself. I would say this over here is the thing that they are selling, because this over here is just a click, and after that install, and after that from there you can run the nodes that you want on the back end itself on this device. So I am really keen to basically see the OS, and after that from there see how to basically run things, because if let's say without this itself, you need to go and research on all the technical stuff. Like if you want to run the Ethereum 2.0, you have to set it up, and after that from there you have to, I don't know, download some software, and of course I would say that it's too much trouble, and after I do not want to go through all of this trouble, because I do not have so much time on my hand to do all of this, because I have a lot of crypto projects that I want to basically research on and of course bring it to you guys. So I would say Avado itself is going to help me out a lot. So if you guys want to support the channel, use the link down below. And of course I have come to the end of the video. If you like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and turn on post notification, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.